What's happening, my friends? Welcome back to the channel. On this segment, we're going to talk about a potential fight between Rafael Dos Anjos versus Justin Gaethje. There's been some weird scrambling at lightweight for matchups. Gaethje's kind of floating in a void right now. RDA has been petitioning for a fight. Few rumors out there that it's going to be RDA versus Gaethje coming up. Gaethje's team says that they're not interested in RDA. Who knows what's going to happen? Let's get into the fight anyway. So starting with Justin Gaethje, absolute killer in the lightweight division. 22 wins, 3 losses, 19 wins via TKO KO. That's a crazy striking stoppage ratio. To say Justin Gaethje's heavy-handed is an understatement. He stands at 5'11". Gaethje has a 70-inch reach, former Division I NCAA wrestler. So the wrestling and grappling skill is there, although he uses it primarily defensively. As his record shows, he prefers to knock guys out. The highlight lost his last fight against Khabib Nurmagomedov. Before that, he was on a 4-fight win streak, beating the likes of Tony Ferguson, Donald Cerrone, Edson Barboza, and James Vick. All wins via stoppage. Gaethje has become an even more dangerous fighter due to his newfound patience. He used to fight a lot more reckless before. Now he fights more measured, more methodical, which spells bad news for his opponents. Rafael Dos Anjos, former UFC lightweight champ. At this point, RDA is creeping on legend status. He stands at 5'8", 70-inch reach. He's a very competent BJJ black belt, 4th degree, very formidable technical stand-up, has great Muay Thai. RDA is coming off of a win, defeating Paul Felder. Before that, he had 2 back-to-back losses, one to Michael Chiesa and the other loss to Leon Edwards. No shame in those losses, those are 2 tough top opponents. But even before that, RDA's record has been pretty spotty. He had a win against Kevin Lee, and then before that, another dual back-to-back losses. Once again though, against top-tier competition, Kamaru Usman and Colby Covington. Rafael Dos Anjos is back at lightweight. He feels reinvigorated, energized again to compete and make a run. Rafael Dos Anjos, just a solid fighter overall, regardless of his recent slump. Okay guys, so the matchup. Right now, Gaethje's 32 years old. You can argue and say that he's within his prime. Rafael Dos Anjos is 36. You can say that he's out of his physical prime. The reach is equal. Gaethje's a couple of inches taller. As far as cardio and conditioning, I think Justin Gaethje has great cardio and conditioning considering the pace he puts on guys in fights. But I've never seen RDA gassed out or out of shape. He puts a blistering pace on guys. So I'm going to say for the cardio and conditioning, I give the edge to RDA. As far as grappling, Gaethje has the wrestling. Rafael Dos Anjos has the BJJ for sure. He's medaled in international jiu-jitsu championships. He's just a better submission grappler. But honestly, that only applies if you can get the fight to the mat. I don't think with a fresh Justin Gaethje, Rafael Dos Anjos is going to be able to get the fight to the floor. Now as the fight progresses and Gaethje loses steam, potentially gasses depending on the pace RDA puts on him, that's a different story. Because technically, skill-wise, you can have a guy that's a better wrestler, but when you're fatigued, everything goes out the window. So in that case, I can see RDA corralling Gaethje against the cage and just grinding and working a takedown till he gets the fight to the mat. But I think that's only going to happen in the later rounds. And if he can close the distance on Gaethje without being clobbered, which leads me into the striking. Who's going to possibly get the better of the striking? Well, from a technical standpoint, I'd say RDA is better. From a power and danger aspect, definitely Justin Gaethje. Gaethje is certainly skilled. He's just not some brawler. He's got some of the most vicious and brutal leg kicks you've ever seen in the sport, which is crazy because he doesn't have a striking background, but he just really took to leg kicks, clicked with him, he's mastered them, and he just kills guys' legs with those low kicks. I think they would be effective against RDA because Gaethje got the better of the leg kicks against Barboza. That says a lot. RDA is going to have to do something to address those low kicks. He can try to catch them, counter as Gaethje throws them, but I don't think Gaethje cares. He's the type of guy that he'll throw something, take something, as long as his shot damages you more. But back to the overall striking edge, it's going to be speed and a technical striker in RDA versus Gaethje's great timing, reflexes, and of course power. I think a fresh Justin Gaethje is more dangerous on the feet than a fresh RDA. So I think early in the fight, Gaethje's going to have the edge, but as the fight continues, RDA may be able to take over via volume. Look at what Poirier did. He kind of weathered the storm and got the better of Gaethje, but that's in the past. Justin Gaethje is certainly a different fighter today. It's a toss-up in the stand-up, guys, but for me, I'm going to say Justin Gaethje is more dangerous. So overall, who do I think would take this fight at lightweight? I'm going to say that this is more of Gaethje's time right now. RDA has been in a lot of fights, a lot of wars. His record has been very spotty in recent years. He has been losing to top competition, but still, Gaethje was on a run before losing to Khabib. I still think he's going to be really confident. I think he can do massive damage on RDA early in the fight. If he stops RDA, shouldn't be a shocker early on. I don't think Rafael Dos Anjos will be able to take Justin Gaethje down before absorbing big damage. Gaethje's not going to tap out RDA. He's not going to ground and pound him. His path to victory is keep it on the feet, smash Rafael Dos Anjos with big counters, big shots, and win via TKO KO. No doubt RDA is going to come forward, be the aggressor. Gaethje, when he wants to, has great counters. We saw that in the Ferguson fight. RDA's path to victory, weather the storm if you can, volume, try to make Justin Gaethje work a lot, try to gas him out. I can see a potential submission there if Rafael Dos Anjos gets him to the mat in the later rounds. But I don't know, guys. If I was a betting man, I personally would go with Justin Gaethje, most likely via TKO KO, at this point in their respective careers. Anyway, guys, that's all I got. Let me know in the comment section who would take this fight at lightweight. Would love to read your thoughts. Thanks for watching this segment. If this is your first time at the channel and you enjoyed the video, consider hitting that sub button. Like and share really helps the channel grow. Appreciate it, guys. And until the next segment, you all take care. And who knows, maybe they book this fight. It'll be a great one.